Hey everybody, this is Tambeyoda. Thanks so much for joining me here on Tambeyoda Reviews. Today we have an exclusive Hasbro Selects figure, Combat Megatron. All right, so they're doing these special figures again. You know how they kind of did them with the Prime Wars trilogy. Well, they're also doing them here. They're doing them a lot earlier with the War for Cybertron trilogy. You can see this on the very top of the box. You can see it right here also. And then they're they have this nice spray paint. This is kind of what they've been doing with a theme with War for Cybertron. It's kind of a spray paint theme with logos and stuff on the box. Now, if you look here on the bottom, you can see exactly what figure this is. You don't have to guess. Like they did with Grotesque and all those other figures that were in just a plain brown cardboard box. Now this one, they come with these stickers on here. So they do have barcodes on here. As of right now, I think the only place that is shipping these out, you can pre-order them at other places, but Hasbro Pulse right now is shipping them out. They are in stock. I know that you can also buy them at Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth, TF Source, and like I said, the Hasbro Pulse website. So, so let's go ahead and get this guy open, because there's not much with this box. You know, you have your generic, you have an identifying thing right there. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this open. We're gonna cut this baby open. So I got my handy dandy hobby knife, and remember, always when using knives, be careful. So I'm just gonna really carefully cut this label off. Push that down right there. Open. Oh, lots of designs on the inside. Awesome. So here is our Megatron. We got him in a plastic clamshell. So this is the same Megatron that we were using for Siege. This is the same Siege model. They just change the color motif. This is actually a homage to a unreleased G2 figure. So it's supposed to be a G2 Combat Heroes Megatron with snow camouflage. Now this guy has a little bit more green than the original figure would have. We have seen another release of this this Arctic Combat or this Arctic Camouflage figure. We did see him in the Transformers Collectors Club. I did do a review on that figure. It was in the figure subscription service 5.0. So it came with the Pretender, and it was a legend size figure. It was a little smaller figure. So I don't have that figure anymore to be able to compare him with. But he looked he had a lot less green. They were a lot thinner for that. So this is what we got here. Here's the inside of the box. So there's a lot of nice, neat things in there. It does say a couple things in here, so there's probably some hidden messages. There's whatever this is right here, this right here, then there's this right here. I'm assuming that you might have to pop this open to see the rest of it. And then there's a message. Let's see if I can get that open right here also. So there's 1, 2, 3, at least 4 messages in here. I don't know if popping this open is going to reveal anything. Let's see here. It doesn't look like there's anything in there. Let's go ahead and look on this side. Yeah, is a whole message. So there's something else right here, as you can see. I might have to find the translator and maybe translate those at some point. But here are his instructions. It says Combat Megatron on there. It does have a different head sculpt than what we have for the figure. Now, this is supposed to be an homage to the IDW minor Megatron at the very beginning, the pre-war Megatron. Yeah, it's the same everything. You got the G1 logo on there, so it's that same instruction booklet that we were using. They just changed the name on here. So, all right, here's Megatron freed from his plastic prison, looking very sweet. All right, so we've put his weapons on him a little differently because he's supposed to look a little different. He's supposed to have a what do you call it? A missile that's supposed to go up here, and that's supposed to be his turret. So we'll go ahead and do that. And since he has the gladiator head, we'll put the sword in his hand. So very, very cool. The only real nitpick that I have about this guy is his green. The green stripes on here, they're supposed to be a little bit thinner than this. It makes him look a little bit more green. He should be more gray and white than the green colors. But overall, I think it works for him. I like the way it looks. I definitely like the head sculpt. To take a look at that real quickly. It's very black and white, but it does have some detail in there if I can get this at the correct angle. And then just like all of the original G2, they always have their name on them. And then we have a identifier over here and a G2 logo right there on his arm. So very nice. And all of this is paint details. I love it. I love the new line with all the paints and everything. No stickers, just luscious paint. So we're gonna go ahead and transform him, but you know, I'm not gonna go step by step. We're just gonna do a quick transformation montage. We'll throw in some rock music in the background for your enjoyment. So let's go ahead and transform him. We're gonna transform him into his tank mode. We'll take a look at that. We'll transform him back into this mode, and we'll take a look at articulation. So here's Megatron in his tank mode, looking very, very good here. We got the greens, we got the fade into red in here, just like the original. It's more not fading into red or fading into black. It was a black missile tip, but they're trying to recreate that with this, and it looks really good. I like it. All right, he does roll. He has some decent rollability on here. His turret does move left and right, so that's pretty cool. Nothing really new that you can see on this mode right here, other than, you know, once again we have the Megatron logo, or the Megatron thing right here, 95, and then we have a G2 Decepticon logo right there. It says MGN or MGTN 95, or I don't know. I can't tell if that's 95 or 85. I don't remember when G2 came out. 1995. So yeah, that's supposed to be a 95 right there. All right, so let's go ahead and get him back into his robot mode. All right, so we're back into robot mode now, so it doesn't take too long. It's not very hard. Like I said, once again, if you do need proper instructions, I do have, at the very end of the video, I'll have my link up to the Megatron so that you can actually see step-by-step instructions. So we do have articulation here, so we have left and right. It is a ball joint. You can see that there's a ball joint right here on the back of the neck right there. See the ball joint. Now you have a couple of different joints in the shoulder, forward, back, and then an out to the side. So you got two different joints, one for forward and backwards motion and one out to the side. You have a twist right here, right above the elbow. You have a pin joint for the elbow. You have a pin joint in the wrist, so you can move the wrist in if you want to, but that's really for transformation. Come here to the waist, left and right hips. You have two different joints, forward and back, and then out to the side. You got that pin joint for out to the side. Right below that is your twist, and then right below that is your knee. Now you have a couple of options for legs. I do believe that there's an outward. I can't get it to work. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's an outward. You got to kind of push in on here, and that'll go outwards a little bit. Now you can move the toe up and down. It's a little hindered because of the heel. Once you have that heel out, then it kind of locks into place. So, all right. Well, hopefully you enjoyed this video of Battle Megatron. Hopefully go get yours right now. This is an awesome figure, especially if you're a G2 fan. This is a must-have for your collection. All right. Thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, you can go ahead and do that over here. Like I said, I'm going to have the other review of the Megatron. It should be right here. I'm going to have another review or another video for you to watch right underneath that. This is Tambeyoda, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.